I think if it can be legal and taxed in a proper way and a little bit more organized, I would be okay with it.
Agree with that. I think it can do a lot of good for the economy.
Yeah.
Help out those who get caught for recreational use. Stop wasting the time on going after those people.
Yeah.
And then, the government can benefit from it just by the taxation alone. Colorado has such great roads compared to the rest of the country because of all that extra taxes. So,
yeah.
And some of the best parks because of all that tax money.
I guess my opinion on it, I believe that it should be federally legal, and basically kind of just like alcohol in the states. If anything, alcohol I feel like is more dangerous than marijuana, and there's definitely a lot more proof for that, death-wise and car accidents and stuff like that. But I believe that it should be federally legal.
Hi, how you doing? My name is Chris X. I am the subject matter expert on the marijuana. And ultimately what I'm going to tell you today is how a bill becomes a law and how that pertains to marijuana being legalized federally. So initially it has to be drafted by a member of Congress, and then ultimately it's introduced and a clerk assigns a number for the law itself, or bill itself. From there it's referred to a committee and subcommittee to hash out the nitty-gritty details about what the law is going to consist of, how it's going to work in the government, and things of that sort. Following that, it is given a committee hearing. All the committees come together and start talking about the bill.
Fair enough, guys.
From there, it's reported out. It gets calendared for a floor reading and debate, where it could be amended, things of that sort. From there, it goes to a full vote. In the Senate, it needs 51 votes to pass. In the House, it needs 218. The bill's engrossed. It comes to conference, and the committee is voted on by both houses. From there, it's given to the president. The president can either sign it, and then it becomes a law, or he could veto it, and it needs a 2/3 vote by Congress to be instated. And from there, that is how the bill will become a law, and the same deal as it would pertain to marijuana. Ultimately, our founding fathers established the 10th Amendment of the Constitution, and what that stated was that any rights not explicitly listed in the Constitution for the federal government were reserved to the states. Being that the Constitution says nothing about marijuana in the Constitution, or anything of the sort, regulating federal drugs and things of that sort, it at that point it becomes a state's right. And ultimately, states like Colorado have taken advantage of that, and they've passed it at a state level. Meanwhile, it's still a federal crime. So that's in Congress. That's kind of the discourse between that state and federal crimes, things of that sort, and how really Congress is going to solve the divide between the two governments and find the true meaning of what it means to our democracy. So in Congress right now is H.R. 1227, the Ending the Federal Prohibition of Marijuana Act of 2017. Ultimately, the 115th Congress runs from January 3rd, 2017 to January 3rd, 2019. And the details of that are, as of right now, where it is it's in the Subcommittee on Crime and Homeland Security and Investigations. So that's where it is in the process right now. It's being reviewed, and as spoken about in the last process, it's going to move forward in Congress until there's a verdict on whether it's approved or vetoed, be it in the House or in the Senate and Congress, or by the President.
Do you have a second?
Why? Well, according to the Bible, God said that all men should be able to have all the plants on the earth. Therefore, I believe everyone should be able to smoke pot.